Good morning. For Traders Exclusive, this is George Kachuk with RCM Wealth Advisors reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Well, let's take a look at the equity markets. A lot going on in the headline news, but the equity markets basically just drifting sideways. A lot of talk about what's going on, meaning the market's topping out, or no, the bull market continues. Everyone has an opinion, and there's a narrative to actually fit everyone's opinion. So basically, what can a trader or investor do at this time? You need to take a look at what the market's telling you. For instance, one of the things we'll look at, how did the market react to the news? Well, last week we had a lot of news, geopolitical news, where the U.S. fired missiles into Syria. We had some arguing in the Senate where the GOP took the nuclear options. And then we have a truck in Sweden that looked like a terrorist attack, attacking people. And then we had a really bad jobs report. The market looked like it was going to tank on that news, however, it shrugged that off. We saw gold pop above its resistance level, only to turn down at the end of the day. We saw the bond yield start to drop on the 10 years, and actually those reversed again, above their support level to 2.3%. So it tells us that the market's resilient to the news and it's not going to cave in. However, the market is still trading off its highs of March 1st. So if we look at the S&P 500, it's still trading above its 50-day moving average. That's a positive thing. It has not fallen apart. We look at the NASDAQ, it's flirting with new highs, well above its 50-day moving average. We look at the Dow Jones Industrial, well above its 50-day moving average. Again, all of these pointing to a bullish picture. Now, there are some bearish scenarios. Sure, we have the small cap stocks just drifting sideways. Looks like they're making new lows, not collapsing, moving sideways. So that's some we'd look at. If it were to make more new lows, if it took out its March lows, that could be a bad sign. Same with the transportation index, the Dow Jones Transports, moving sideways, hasn't taken out its lows. That's something I take a look at too. Or we change our view that maybe there's more bearish action in the indexes than we are looking at right now. However, Brett's still good, positive. If we saw Brett deteriorate, that's again another thing that will make us change our stance and take a more bearish view. Also, if we look at new highs, new lows, the cumulative line is still moving upwards, so that again tells us that markets are doing pretty good. Furthermore, how are your stocks, how are your individual stocks doing? How are the leading stocks doing? Well, if we take a look at some of the leading stocks, right now those are some of the big cap stocks like Facebook, Apple, still pushing new highs. Same with Amazon at new highs, Tesla at new highs. If these stocks will start to collapse, that tells us something. And also, we see a lot of growth stocks where the breakouts are still working. We have Alibaba breaking out. We have Tesla broke out. We have JD.com, looks like it's trying to make a move. A lot of these online retailers, or another small Chinese company called Bizun, symbol is BZUN. That's also looks like it's making a move. So there's good things still going on in the market. So all in all, are we seeing some setups? Sure, a lot of stocks are setting up. Some of the biotechs look like they were down, but they're setting up, bouncing off their 50-day. Stocks like Insight, Celgene's trying to make a run, and it's at 127 level. That would be a new pivotal area. So we have a lot of things going on. So the point is, there's a lot of opinions, a lot of narratives. Maybe the market is topping out. Maybe it is overvalued. Arguing and trying to predict the future is a moot point. The most important thing is look at what the indexes are telling you. Look at what gold or the yield's telling you. Look at what individual stocks are telling you. If these things start unraveling, then indeed we might start heading lower. But for now, it looks like we're in an uptrend, a little bit of a pause here. As earnings season's break starts to come to us this week, we'll see what happens. So, look at all the indexes, as I mentioned, all the indicators. And as always, let price and volume be your guide. This is George Kachuk, we're RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Have a great trading week.